This is the demonstration of the diagonal basket weave crochet stitch. We start with casting on and then doing 6 chains. We then turn the work over. We're going to do 3 trebles into the 4th, 5th and 6th stitch from the hook, which you'll see will correspond to being the 3 closest to the knot. This is then our first unit. It consists of a buttonhole on the end and then 3 trebles. Then to do the second row, we do 6 chains, turn the work over, and again we're going to do trebles into the 4th, 5th and 6th chains from the hook. Then just to do a normal unit, we slip stitch through the buttonhole, do 3 chains. This creates the buttonhole for this unit, and then 3 trebles into that buttonhole. We now have our corner unit and the second row. Then we keep increasing by doing 6 chains, turn the work over, 3 trebles into the 4th, 5th and 6th chains, and we continue across by doing a slip stitch into the buttonhole, 3 chains, and 3 trebles into that same buttonhole. And again, slip stitch into the buttonhole, 3 chains, and 3 trebles into that same buttonhole. This then is your corner, and just keep increasing up. 6 chains to get the height on the end of each row, flip it over and then work back along. So you're always working towards the left. And then to show you how to decrease, here's one I prepared earlier. Obviously now I'm up, working my way along, but I don't want to do the 6 chains to increase this row, so instead what I do is I flip the work over without doing the 6 chains, slip stitch through across the top of the work, till I get to that buttonhole. And then I'm going to do my 3 chains and my 3 trebles into that hole. And we've done a corner. May not look much like a corner at the moment. Let me do another couple of units and we'll see what it looks like. be confused about what I'm talking about with a treble, because some people call these a double. A treble to me is taking the yarn over, through the work, pick the yarn up, come back. In the treble, because you have 3 on the hook, then you go round, through 2, and round and through 2. I know in the United States that's called a double, but in Australia and England, in the terminologies that we use, that's called a treble. Now, you may be able to see, this is the bottom, this is where we started, gone up, and now it's starting to square off across the top. We do the same at the other end. When we get to the other end, instead of increasing by 6, we'll just flip the work over, slip stitch back across, and keep coming back down, and we decrease at the end of each row until we end up with a square. That's my pattern. It's a design based on a pattern that a friend taught to me, but I've simplified her pattern.